worldwide, and I'm here with the We Feel With You segment, right? We Feel With You segment. So today it's about Austin Trout. Austin Trout is a boxer in the 154 division, and I just think he deserves a We Feel With You segment. Now, what is that? It's about injustices, basically, right? Injustices, things we might have forgotten, right? And it's also to practice empathy. You understand? Empathy, right? Feeling what somebody else probably could have felt. And here's an example of it. Now, Austin Trout, he comes from New Mexico, and what is he? 30-3, 17 KOs. The three people he lost to were Canelo Alvarez, um, Erislandy Lara, and Jermall Charlo. All three great fighters, right? I think we can agree on that. So that makes him a pretty good fighter in himself. And he didn't get knocked out by either of them. He lost unanimous decisions, right? So it means he's lost. Now, I'm going to concentrate on one of those fights, right? And see if you guys can practice empathy with me here, right? Because the thing is when things happen, lives change a little bit. So let's go to his fight against Canelo Alvarez a few years back, well, maybe just a couple. This fight was in San Antonio, Texas. A very pro Canelo Alvarez crowd, which pretty much all of them are right now, because right now he's the face of boxing. But so you're going in there into that environment, right? And they had what you call open scoring, which you don't have much, right? I really didn't know it existed really until then, and it was a little bit funny to see, open scoring. So now we have our empathy cap on for Austin Trout today. So you're going in this fight against a guy who's favored. It's under the Golden Boy banner. So basically you're the B side on this one, right? And we all know that the B side fighters have it hard. What that means to casual fans is, there's somebody who's a house fighter whose promoter has promoted this event, and it's the other guy, right? Basically, that's what they mean by A and B side. It's a little complicated when you get into it. But he definitely wasn't the major attraction in this fight. So most of the times these guys have to do a whole lot to win these fights. But when you have open scoring, let me just tell you what happened to Austin Trout. So you can try to see if you can feel this. This guy goes in the fight, and he's fighting pretty competitively for the first 4 rounds, right? Now you're fighting a guy, and you think I at least won 3 of those 4 rounds. And you go back to your corner, and they tell everybody, they tell you after the 4th round, the 8th round, and of course the last round, whatever. So after the 4th round, he's told in his corner that he didn't win any of those rounds. That he didn't win not a round. Now you're thinking you won 3 for sure. I'm just being cool. Or let's just say if he thought he won 2 of them. But I'm pretty sure he didn't think he lost all 4 of the rounds. So you're down 4 rounds to nothing. That means your tactic, your plan, game plan, all that goes out of the window. Okay? Now, for those who hadn't really paid attention to what I said, you take a minute and pause this video. Pause it. Because you got to see what kind of person you are. Can you feel Austin Trout here? After 4 rounds, you were told you didn't win any of them. Okay? Nothing. You didn't win anything. So now you have to go in here and basically, to quote a cartoon, you got to murderize him. And Austin Trout is not really a slugger type. So his game plan goes out of the window. When I found out about this, I just thought that's ridiculous. So I didn't really, that fight, it doesn't sit well with me, to put it like that. Let's put it like that. It doesn't sit well to me. I don't think that should be legal to have open scoring. But it is what it is. And so Austin Trout, it was in that situation. So I definitely feel with him. I hope you do too. Now, this is not a long video, right? These are just about things that have happened. And like I say, when I do a We Feel With You segment, it's nothing current. This has happened a while back. But we don't want to forget about them. We want to let these people know that we feel with them. And, this situation was very, very funny, to say it nicely, right? And so what happens is their life changes after things like this. You know, Canelo has gone on to bigger fights. No one ever mentions it. When they mention the Austin Trout fight, they just say, well, you know, he beat Austin Trout, and they keep going on to the other fights. Like nothing was funny in that fight, you know, or controversial. I thought it was, right? This is the point. So Austin Trout's life has changed after that, right? He went straight after that fight and lost the fight to Erislandy Lara directly after that fight, right? And then after the Lara fight, he's won 4, and then he won 4 in a row. Then he went to lose the fight against Jamal Charlo, which, you know, these 3 fighters are great. These are all 3 top 3 fighters, top 4 in this division, right? And I would say Austin Trout is definitely top 7 or 8 for sure, even now after those losses. But it's just his life has probably changed after that. Imagine what would have happened with him if he would have got a draw or if he would have beat Canelo. And those are the things what I'm talking about, right? Having empathy. And I just want my man to know, and anybody else, the 2 people that's going to watch this video, y'all know, at the end of the day, Austin Trout, we feel with you. It's simple as that, right? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.